Hello and welcome to Zimstek Media. This is the Week in Review, looking at our birthdays, politics, policy, music and entertainment that shaped the week. During the week, Zimbabwean socialite and actress Lauren Guyo broke her silence on the ongoing commentary about her marital status. Following a viral post by social media personality Shugeta that sparked a widespread mockery online. Shugeta managed to convince people to mock me for not being married, she wrote. You honestly spoiled my day. I spent the whole day trending and you triggered people to comment on my marital status. The post in question referenced the recent wedding of fellow socialite Yaya Good Vibes, contrasting it with the Guyo and Anna's single status. Guyo shamed Shugeta, writing, "I will not settle for less." Guyo said she's aware of societal expectations. She made it clear she's not bowing to pressure or labels. And in other stories, Zimbabwe eyes London return by June. Mutapa Investment Fund CEO John Mangudya said Zimbabwe plans to resume Harare-London flights by June 2026 after a 14-year break. They will sell 2 Boeing 777s and lease a wide-body jet for the route. The airline is still banned from UK-EU airspace over safety issues, so the plan hinges on passing audits. There has also been a pandemic alarm after hantavirus outbreak. 8 cases, 6 confirmed hantavirus infections, 3 deaths recorded as of May 8. In other stories, Chief Justice Luke Malaba retired. A court adjourned forever after years of helm of Zimbabwe's judiciary. Chief Justice Luke Malaba officially said goodbye to the bench. In his farewell session, he urged the judges to stay brave, humble and independent, reminding them that the authority of the court rests on public confidence. Prophet Hubert Angel acquired a television station to support the Zion Christian Church ZCC. The move is aimed at expanding Christian broadcasting and gospel outreach. Angel said the purchase reflects his respect for ZCC leader Bishop Nehemiah Mutendi, whom he calls a father of generations. The station will carry ZCC programming and other Christian content for audiences locally and abroad. Looking at politics, former Triple C leader Nelson Chamisa during the week posted a message reaffirming his commitment to the country. He wrote that while he doesn't claim to have all the answers, he has a genuine love for Zimbabwe and a relentless desire to see every Zimbabwean free, happy, prosperous and thriving. President Emmerson Mnangagwa drafted retired Zimbabwe Defense Forces Commander General Philip Valerius Banda into ZANU-PF's top decision-making body, the Politburo. The appointment was made in terms of Article 9, Section 65 and Section 67 of the party's constitution. Socialite Olinda Chapel shared a heartfelt birthday tribute to her son Sean Tanatswa. She credited him for changing her life and thanked him for being her keeper and protector. The post urged Sean to keep looking after his younger siblings. It's another reminder of how family remains central to Olinda's public story. In other stories, Prophet Emmanuel Makandiwa publicly praised President Emmerson Mnangagwa for the way he has treated the family of late former President Robert Mugabe. Speaking during a sermon, the UFIC leader said Mnangagwa's restraint showed a unique heart. He pointed to the fact that despite being fired by Mugabe while in government, the president did not use his current authority to settle scores. Makandiwa urged people to look at the living conditions of the Mugabe family as evidence of the president's character. In other stories which left Zimbabweans shocked, Capitalk FM presenter Patisani Spanda and another station employee bought vehicles at heavily discounted prices after businessman Wikna Uchivayo changed the terms of the gift offer. Wikna said Sibanda could purchase a Toyota Fortuner 2.4D GT6 for $100 while the other employee could buy a Toyota Aqua for $50. through enterprise car sales. The move followed reports that Capitec FM staff were told to return cash gifts allegedly given after Wicknell's interview at the station. The station reportedly has a policy restricting employees from accepting such gifts, which are particularly over $1,000. In another story, the alleged serial killer Annie Mozwitsa from Guruve was declared mentally fit to stand trial, allowing prosecutors to move forward with multiple murder and rape charges. Zwitsa is accused of targeting victims in Guruve, allegedly killing them and burying some bodies in shallow graves. The National Prosecuting Authority confirmed that psychiatric evaluations found Zwitsa mentally fit to understand court proceedings. That ruling clears a key hurdle for the case to proceed. In entertainment news, Zimdanso star Ulengende officially sealed his union with partner and fellow artist Maloti Rosa after completing a Aurora package allegedly worth $8,360 in cash and 8 cattle. The ceremony marks a major milestone for the couple, popularly known as the Ngende movement. In some sad news, a Harare driving instructor died following a road traffic accident that reportedly occurred while he was conducting a lesson with a learner driver. The deceased has been identified in local reports as Mr. Mofuriri, the owner and instructor at a Legend Driving School. He was reportedly involved in the crash during a routine driving lesson. Details surrounding the accident, including the exact location, the cause of the collision and the condition of the learner driver, have not yet officially been confirmed. Ambassador Dr. Eda Branson gifted his new son-in-law Walter Ringers $50,000 for marrying his daughter, radio presenter Yaya Good Vibes. Former Tourism Minister Walter Mzembe was acquitted of corruption charges by the High Court. Mzembe had spent nearly a year in remand prison during the case and was earlier released on $1,000 bail while awaiting trial. He was accused of donating outdoor television sets, which were originally purchased for $2 million for use at 2010 FIFA World Cup fan parks, to several churches including Zion Church of Christ, UFIC and PhD Ministries, without Treasury or Cabinet approval. Vice President Dr. Constantino Chiwenga represented Mnangagwa in Uganda at the inauguration and swearing-in ceremony of President Yoweri Museveni. He was accompanied by his wife, Colonel Minyotabo Chiwenga. A few weeks after announcing her engagement, Zimbabwean musician Gemma Griffiths officially tied the knot with her fiancé, marking another special milestone in her love story. Congratulations to Gemma Griffiths as she begins a new chapter in marriage. Social media is buzzing with claims that Jadel Football Academy boss Walter Ringers allegedly left his long-time Zimbabwean girlfriend, known online as Tananaki, for socialite Yaya Good Vibes, after a whirlwind romance said to have lasted less than 6 months. Photos of Walter and the woman together have surfaced online, with the reports claiming the pair dated for 6 years and that he even bought a boat during their relationship. The woman, believed to be based in Turkey, where she reportedly runs a fashion business, has recently been posting emotional breakup-themed Instagram stories, fueling speculation about the split and Walter's quick marriage to Yaya Good Vibes. Vice President Colonel retired Kembo Mohadi represented Mnangagwa at the memorial service of former Botswana President Festus Mogae at the University of Botswana main auditorium in Gaborone. And in sports, highlights from the COSAFA Elective Congress was held in Harare, where Confederation of African Football (CAF) President Dr. Patrick Motsepe engaged with the delegates as regional football leaders met to discuss the continued growth of football within Southern Africa. For more stories, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel at Zimstek Media. Thank you.